You want to be stupid deer of the week? No? Okay. Just checking with you. Well, this is going to be the rough floor for the shed in the back. When I say shed, I'm talking about Logan's area. Using all these little scraps here. I'm going to lay them all across it and then do it all the opposite pattern. Yeah, should be strong enough. We'll see. Well, I just had the bolt pop off at the front there. You guys can see that. But gotta let it cool down a bit before I take it out of here. But I was just cutting through here. Can't really see, but across through there. And from here this way, I was thinking of cutting more of this, but I'm not going to. So, but you know, you guys can kind of see the point of what I was doing here. This is the turnaround zone for the winter here. So kind of just decided to open this up a bit. That's going to stay. That center's staying there. But I was pretty much done. Literally turning around to go back, and this happened. And the belt's too tight to even take off the engine to drive it back. Well, you can't hear it, but the neighbor over there is driving a liquid-cooled snowmobile around in circles in his yard. And it's a very warm day. Probably trying to tune it, but I mean, those things need snow to cool them. I was waiting for the kabang. Well, you see some two-stroke smoke floating by. He is having fun. It works. This is where the deck's going to be attached to it. Yes, he wants a deck now. Do not look at the bottom of this. The top looks very nice. You guys will see it once I get it there. I say it's very nice. I'm going to throw it on top of the trailer and go from there. Are you still having trouble trying to figure out how that goes on? Hopefully we don't end up wishing that we built it over there.
Make sure
You sure you want to ride in there, Logan?
Yes.
No.
That would be funny. That would rattle the brains a little bit, eh?
Did they all just get in there?
Yep. I was wondering where you went.
Again, this is the bottom side here.
Don't tip it.
It won't tip.
I want to go see if there's any more trees that need to stand back there.
Logan, your first house is going in place right here.
Right.
Yeah.
Mine.
What?
Not just mine.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
So I'm just standing where his outhouse is going. A bucket with a pool noodle around the edge of it cut. The handle for the bucket's going to be holding his shit roll. And is that a stump I went over? Maybe it is. Can you guys see? I just pulled it through here over all those trees. So
The girls are busy going and popping them back up.
it was funny. I said, hey, watch for Liliana. She's right behind it and just right in between the legs. I just ran over a tree. Yeah, you know. This is looking pretty decent. Again, this is the bottom side. It's recycled material. Completely recycled material.
Yeah. Greenhouse.
Yeah. Then, what do you think? You could fit your bed in there. You could put your outhouse right in that corner.
Nothing more of it.
Someone's cell phone on the ground.
That'll be mine.
So, and yeah, it's made out of recycled material. It's all wonky because it's up on a hill there, but that's fine for him to get under. We're putting cement blocks under it, but you know, it's actually pretty sturdy. This area, I just left the skids hanging off on that side because he wants himself a deck and it's somewhere to attach them. Liliana's coming. She just missed all the fun. But I mean, it's going to work.
Best she was out of the way for that.
Yeah, she probably would try to catch it. I'll catch it! Squish. Hey, you're Logan.
Logan, get off.
You can't stand on that until you get the other 12 cylinders underneath it.
I'm just making sure it's stable.
Or not quite 12, but yeah, now you just buckled the whole center of it, Logan.
I gotta go under. Fucking put those in. So.
Yeah, well, we got the big
Actually, no, those
beams there
skinny enough
to go underneath it there, and all those other ones. So again, this is being done on the cheap.
No, Logan, you fit under.
And I thought it got knocked off because I hit something. Nope, that is. That rock is in there good. Like, wow.
Curtis, you got like 5 inches of crack showing.
Perfect. And the tractor got tagged. Gee, I wonder who that was. And yuck. I just ate a bug. And she's out of gas pretty much. So I did a whole pile of shaving down on the trail back there. I did a bunch of shaving in here. Started cutting out here. And this is where the belt blew off. But you guys can see I opened this up a bit. Kind of like a turnaround spot. But again, the trail is going to come out there. You're going to scoop around here, come back here, through there. Again, the reason why I'm making a trail is actually just for walking. Not too big of a deal, but a lot of stuff to get done. That tree is going to have to go. You can see I brought the riding mower around there, shaved all this down. Reason why I'm shaving it down is to get rid of the high spots. Doing buggy project. I'm thinking of putting that Subaru V-twin on this thing, but I don't know. I think I need a little bit more ponies. The girlfriend vandalized the tractor a bit. I guess as long as the whole thing's pink, it's not that bad. I see her being over the fence. Well, she's right out of gas, and I got a bunch more cutting to do and grass seed to plant. Well, I just did a whole pile more work with her, and yeah, I need a recoil rope, or maybe I'll hook up a battery. Yeah, stalled it a few times, as you can see it going through sandy areas, but I don't know, it's been working awesome. So, but she's a little warm, I can say that. Well, she'll stay parked now until I probably change the recoil rope and hook up a battery next week. What's that? You think I should start it so you can see if it's working?
No.
Are you sure? He just pulled a big rock out from in the deck. He threw it over here. It's not really a big rock, but it was enough to stop the whole machine. But other than that, it's good. And I just fixed the recoil real quick. Okay, tell me if it spins when I start it.
Okay.
You probably would too. I had the recoil off in my hand, and I tell him to pull the rope, right? He pulls it the hardest he can, and it goes whipping by his head, the whole assembly.
To be honest, I did not process anything else besides the word pull the rope.
He pulls it the hardest he can, and the whole recoil slips out of my hand and goes flying right beside his head. I wish I had that on camera. I want him to pull it slow, and as you guys see, I aimed it this way, so too bad it's not on the other side, but I mean, it might still work fine. I could bend over, maybe. Probably not. Well, today I'm going to play around with some AUXBEAM lights. I was going to put them on the tractor, but that didn't really work out, the placement of them. I was thinking of putting them up on the outside to light this area up. But then I thought, okay, well, during hunting season, it'd be nice to have it aiming in here. But I already got those light bulbs there. I run 4 12-watt bulbs, run them off a small power inverter to a battery. That works fine. So what I'm thinking is I got this pole here. This used to hold a sign. I found it in the bush out here. No joke, probably 100 yards from the highway or from the gravel road. So someone just threw it, I guess. But I'm going to mount the lights onto here and go from there. A little bit bent, maybe. I don't know. I can't really tell. No, it's pretty straight. Yeah, it's a little bit bent. But I'm thinking make a little portable light stand with 12-volt lights. Mount the batteries at the bottom. Should work. We'll see. Well, I just threw grass seed in where I'm standing here. Just on the edges, that whole area there, all the way to the back. We'll see what happens. Not too worried about it this year, but already put 2 bags over here. This area here, I know I'm going to need to do some stuff here, but again, plan is to bring in some soil, give it a light coat of soil everywhere. That all has to still be laid down properly, but that area, need to do some work on it, but it's a little bit better back here. But again, I still got low spots right in there. In here is not bad because it comes out of here down into there and then sucks it up, but it's not too bad. Did a little mowing over there, and other than that, this weekend's over. I'm just working on a light stand, which I'll probably make a separate video. It's using some AUXBEAM 12-volt lights. It's going to be handy for when I go to build the garage. Well, here's my idea. Again, this is a pole that was ditched far in the bush. So I'm guessing it's an old street sign, but I'm going to be painting it green. But so these are AUXBEAM lights. You see I got a rubber isolation in there to a point. Allows them to still move. Set of focus, I know. I can aim them straight down. Pretty much anywhere I need. So there's a lock nut on there, but it will come loose after a while. I put the butterflies on here. It'll work. So the idea that I originally had was I was going to run the wiring throughout the pole. But doing my connections, pushing them through here, I'd have to raise the size of that hole a fair bit. Still might do that. Still thinking of it anyway. Another set of lights are going to go up at the top there. I just put tape on there so I don't scratch the ceiling. But that's pretty much my idea. So again, that's AUXBEAM lights that I got there. AUXBEAM. And model number, I'll have to put a link, but that's their SKU number. So it's just plain box. I got this wiring harness here from them. It's a pretty nice wiring harness, but I already cut 2 of the blade connectors off it, so I'll have to show a little bit more about that, but I'm just going to be using parts off that. Again, some information about it here. It's a very nice wiring harness, very nice the way they did it. But originally I was going to install those lights on my truck, but then I realized that so much stuff had to be cut. Then I looked at the Sears loader, and same thing. They just, the design of these lights wouldn't allow for an easy install, you could say. I'd have to do some modifications. So my idea with this is I might put a solar panel on the back of it. I got this old 40 watt here. Not too sure yet. But basically a battery is going to sit on the bottom, and you'll have a separate light for each, or a separate switch for each light. Again, just another project I'm working on. And again, the lights are from AUXBEAM. And I did hook them up to a battery. They're pretty bright. They're kind of a mixture of a flood and a spot, but they'll work great for what I need. Well, that's one buck there that's not going to make it to hunting season. That guy is huge.